You ever get too close to immigration officer? You start wondering if they'll come to your wedding? Wedding? Yeah, that is the immigration. Hi, my name is Mirko. This is my chaotic, bureaucratic, and the most taxing roller coaster. Yeah, I'm talking about immigration. So buckle up, we're gonna start. I would like to start off with my own story first. We would go back for 10 years from now, where Mirko was a little guy and he was literally dreaming and passionate about moving to the United States of America. So before going, why United States of America? 10 years from now, he had already lived in China for a year and he already understood and got the point what are the opportunities that are available for him to upscale his life and increase the limits where he's at. When I was back from China back to my home country, which is Uzbekistan, where I'm coming from, and we were thinking of moving to Europe. So at first I was thinking, well, Europe would be a good place to move. But literally there were also constant process of going to Europe and making the documentation and understanding everything, because eventually I ended up not going to Europe because it's like obviously German, Portuguese, Italian, or Spanish. So I was literally zero on those languages. But somehow I was able to speak in English. So that's why I chose the United States of America. Each century had its prime, and we're now in 21st century, and totally understand, and everybody would agree with me that the United States of America is the strongest and developed country around the globe up until today. Of course, some people would argue me with China, but I don't have anything against China. So totally get me right. So we're talking about just the opportunities, just the way how just an ordinary immigrant after traveling to a different country will feel himself home. Yeah, that's the most important thing that all immigrants need to feel, wants to feel after migrating to a different country. So considering this whole criteria, after coming back 10 years from now, the United States of America came up as the #1 spot to travel to. And yeah, I mean, the United States of America. So when I've been actually dreaming, and I said to myself, come on man, you've been dreaming about moving to the United States and you have a chance to live there. Start conducting your research and do your own analysis. How would it be, how possible, or how much effort you need to make in order to move to the United States of America and upscale your limits and basically make your better version of your life. And that's what I did actually. I started flipping a lot of articles, websites, and I talked to many lawyers and the people who have already immigrated to this country, and I was asking that these are questions. So how did you make it? How were you able to make it? When did you start it? Are there any people who helped you or assisted you? What are the documentations that you had to come up before going to the embassy? Because of course, I mean, privately speaking, you want to move to the country, you need to have the visa. That's going to be a permit that will allow you to enter to that country. I got to know that there were a lot of visas starting from JF. I would literally say the whole alphabet. I ended up with B1 and B2 visa. So literally, I even remember and recall myself of sitting in different companies I was working for back in the days, and I was sitting and literally, taking my laptop and searching for all the possible ways of how most convenient and the most fitting way for me to again reach my American dream. And literally, I was able to understand that there are not only the ways of going by crossing the borders of Mexico, that's going to be the most illegal way of getting to the United States of America. But basically I always wanted to be here and to get here official and with a legal status, so which I did actually. I started off with B1 and B2. I remember how it was tough for me to get through all these documentations, and at the same time it was so much stressful because the panic was 100% high, because besides this my huge dream of getting to the United States of America, there was another reason for me to get here. Yeah, like the personal thing. So I had a few people here to meet with, and that meeting would mean a lot for me. I prepared for the interview and documentations and the forms that I need to fill out and apply. So every time I was getting the papers, I was asked, dear applicant, dear applicant, dear applicant, dear applicant, dear applicant, and I got literally fed up with that. So if I had a firearm, I would literally shot it. After getting this all done, I was able to somehow prepare for the interview and get all my documentations done. There Mirko was ready for the most important and the most critical interview. That interview was so much stressful, because that was the first time me getting through a lot of inspections. That was not an inspection that I normally get used to see it in my home country. So where I'm coming from, that's just I would say, one of the safest countries in the world, because literally you will never ever see a man carrying a gun with him. I just came in and I started having an interview, and the first question that I was asked is the purpose of your trip. So the purpose of my trip was literally the business. So I was applying for the B1 and B2, and I 100% was sure that if I applied for B2, that's gonna be a touristic visa, I would 100% be rejected and denied with that. But of course, I was smart and I applied for the B1. That's gonna be a business visa. So I said, I have business in the United States, so I'm gonna be there for a certain period of time, and as soon as my business is done, I'm gonna get back home country. And I did exactly the same thing. So he said, okay, your visa is approved, and you know what? I was the happiest man in the world that time. And the next day I came back and I took my passport and I saw the visa with the duration for 2 months. One time, single entry.
If y'all didn't fuck with that hoe, it's cool.
Yeah, that was the time. But actually, I was really happy, even though it was short. I was really happy that I at least got it, because otherwise I wouldn't be even able to sit here and shoot this video for you guys. And I really hope and I really believe that this video would come in handy at some time, at some point, because I still believe that there are a lot of people still want to at least one time visit this country. So this was pretty much it, and I hope you really like this video. And don't forget to support my channel by liking, subscribing, and commenting on this video and my further videos. So see you guys in next videos. Bye.